Hello YouTube, Proxy here, and I didn't think I'd be doing another news update so soon. But a lot of cool stuff was talked about in the live stream the other day, so I thought I'd do a recap of the entire thing, which is good for those of you that missed it. But before we begin, we need a generic disclaimer that the game is still in pre-alpha and some of the topics discussed in this video are subject to change, and while some of this information is from official sources, not everything in this video has been officially announced and may change over time. Opinions stated in my videos or content are of my own and do not represent Intrepid's viewpoint or outlook. Now, one of the first things we got to see during the live stream was some models of the corrupted bird people race that was originally only seen in concept art. This used to be a beautiful race, but since has been corrupted and twisted due to the apocalyptic event that occurred years ago. And just by looking at the models, I get a very strong Dark Crystal vibe from this. I mean, it does remind me of the Sketchy quite heavily. Perhaps Intrepid are trying to play on my childhood memories here. Also, during the livestream they showed off the new render of a beautiful and textured shield and sword combo, which was smothered in small, fine details, which looks amazing to me. However, they also showed off during the livestream a modelled and textured version of the bow they previously had a concept art for, and in my opinion the end result was horrible, so I'm hoping they go back to the drawing board with that one and redesign it somewhat. Then they showed some concept art of the archer and cleric, which is nice to see, it's pretty fancy and looks good, but there's not really much to talk about as it is just concept art. Then there is the fire and ice elemental skins, which I know for some people have been wanting to see for some time now, so it's nice to finally see those. Then there was a unique caravan design, which is completely different from the caravan we have seen previously, which is just an example of how different and varied some of these caravans will eventually be. Which is great, more customization is good, and apparently we can change things such as the wheels and other various aspects of the caravan as well, which is great. And as a bonus to all this, they showed concept art, screenshots, and animations of little critters that will be present in the world. While these won't be targetable, they will be running around and interacting with the environment. It will be interesting to see if this is purely visual or if they attach some kind of game mechanic to it. For example, if I were to follow them, could I find resources, or could I catch them and use them for such things as crafting or keeping them as pets? No idea, but currently they seem to just assume the role of eye candy. Now PAX is almost upon us with only a few days to go, and we got a small sneak peek of what the arena content, the UI design for PAX, and some of the new mage skills, combo effects and animations. Now I'm going to cover more about the combat in a second video, but this is good to see the direction of the game is heading in despite the combat system not being fully fleshed out quite yet. We also got to see the full list of skill icons for the 4 archetypes that will be present in PAX. Some very interesting skill icons that we can see, will be pretty sweet to see them in action. As for the new UI, it looks much better than the old one. This isn't the full UI that we'll be getting the finished product, but it is definitely what they're using for PAX, which is much improved over the older one. I do hope to a lesser extent they keep the minimalist approach to the UI design, but it wouldn't bother me too much if the UI does become cluttered with stats, figures and numbers personally. Oh, and here is some of the latest Snapchat videos showing off gameplay and more.
Fight begin. Dun da da. Do 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 do. These are my cheesy sound effects. Hey, you gotta build up that focus. Oh. Oh no. Alright, get that earthquake. Give me on the earthquake.
I didn't freeze him. What the?
There you go. Oh no. Get that fireball out.
Oh, he evaded it. What the? Okay, I'll reshoot my combos.
No. Oh, I'm so bad at the combos. Oh, you just died.
Closer than Steven.
Hey. Hey. Alright, Joshua's not coming. There you go.
You evaded my freeze.
Oh. What's happening?
What's happening is we've got some physics actually.
Okay. Well, that's one way to take a caravan. Hey, they pulled it back together. We got it back together. We're good, right?
What could go wrong?
What? Oh no. Wait, what is that horse doing?
This guy's running on the horses.
What is happening? Chris?
Hey, just making a new caravan, hooking you guys up with a little one.
Oh shit, looks good.
Yeah, I figured we'll give that last one a little upgrade, get some of this cloth floating around. There's going to be a ton of dynamics. We'll have some swinging lights on here.
Wow.
Yeah, finished the high-res sculpt, so I'm about to get into low-res geo and basically start working on all the dynamics and everything. Get
That looks
really
great.
Moving and shaking for you guys. Yeah, and I'm sure our new edition will have some fun stuff for you guys as well.
Animating it? Oh yeah.
Oh yes, we'll be sprucing it up more so than I.
Very cool.
Yeah, no, excited, man. Great.
Now there won't be another live stream this month, but they will be streaming for the entire duration of the PAX event, as well as making condensed videos for each day of PAX showing off the highlights of each event for those that cannot attend to watch the entire thing. Now during the PAX event, Ashes will have a Twitch panel as well, which will be streamed on the front page of Twitch, which will be on Sunday between 12 to 1 PM PST. And this panel will include a special announcement and guest as well. On top of this, there will also be a Twitch interview and a Shoutcast booth. Finally, the Friends and Family Alpha, which has been renamed to Alpha Zero somehow, I'm not exactly sure why this is, perhaps it became sugar-free. Well, anyway, it should be releasing sometime after PAX, no specific date just yet, but soon TM. So lots of cool stuff happening for the build-up of PAX and beyond. As for the questions and answers during the livestream, you can find the complete list summarised on AoCWiki.net. Some solid questions this week and definitely worth a read. And I'll put a direct link in the description below. So that's pretty much it with the standard news. Now let's see what's happening with the Ashes of Creation community this past week and what upcoming content we're likely to see during PAX. First off, Antics of Creation has pushed out yet another webcomic, always worth checking out, though Oxo has said they are considering switching the medium or the proxy he currently shares his content with, as they are now placing restrictions on his uploaded content. Maki Noji recently started up his Ashes of Creation anthology series, currently up to episode 7, as well as other AoC based content of a roleplay nature. During PAX, Telchar and Agelus are attempting to run a livestream alongside the official livestream. However, currently they are trying to find a way to actually do this as Wi-Fi might be restricted. But if they do manage to find a way, they should be broadcasting via the Ashes community livestream. And talking about the Ashes of Creation community livestream, here's an upcoming community-based event.
Hey guys, it's Saru.
And Death's Proxy.
And we have something to tell you guys.
Saturday, September the 2nd, we'll be hosting a talent show event for Ashes of Creation.
Ashes Got Talent. Yep, that's the name we came up with. Our panel of judges will be Shuttix and Belwyn from the community moderator team, and Cades, a dedicated community member in the world of Ashes, who just so happens to be sponsoring this event.
So join us on September the 2nd at 6 PM PST for some crazy shenanigans, maybe some laughs, and a chance to win some merchandise.
That's right, friendos, merchandise. Ashes of Creation merchandise, just to clear the air. You know how these news sites clickbait these days. Anyways, get a chance to win one of these prizes.
We'll see you there. So yeah, there's that too. Well, that completes this news update. If you like my content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. If you wish to help support my channel and its content, you can use the referral link below. You can also use my Patreon and subscribe to that as well. And as always guys, thanks for watching.
That one's got a lot of emojis on it.
Yeah, this one does have a lot of emojis. Perhaps we should...
Is it good?
Well, I'm just trying to find if it's good or not. Okay. It's from Saruman, so it's probably not that good. But
nice.
I'm just kidding, Saru. Okay, now we have to ask the question because I was mean.